Pixel 2 and Pixel 2 XL will support both eSIM, nanoSIM and Pixel Buds is where fun begins. Most phones released in recent years have used nanoSIM for carrier information, but there were rumors as the Pixel 2 unveiling neared that Google's phones would have an eSIM instead. According to Google's specs, the Pixel 2 does indeed have an eSIM. However, there's also a nanoSIM slot. The Pixel 2 and Pixel 2 XL will be the first phones with eSIM support as far as I'm aware. An eSIM, or embedded SIM, is built into the phone rather than being a removable card. It takes up less space and can make switching to a new phone simpler as there's no physical card to juggle. However, not all carriers support eSIM yet, and we're still in the early days. If you switch between devices, most of which still use regular SIM card, you can find eSIMs end up being a bit of a pain. We've confirmed with Google that the Pixels do indeed have both SIM card standards. It's not a typo. The eSIM is being used with Project Fi for now, but it might expand to carrier partners, i.e., Verizon. Later, we're not sure about the possibility of dual SIM functionality down the road, but that seems like a long shot for the Pixel. Instant translations when you chat in the street with people who speak foreign languages is where the fun starts with the beefed-up Google Assistant. But it doesn't end there. Google is wanting you to create a personal technology ecosystem around you that is based on voice. Like never before, Dr. Dolittle talked with the animals all day. You will be endlessly talking with devices, your phone, countless Google Home devices, commanding Chromecast devices, and organizing the world from your Pixel Bud earphones. It might sound depressing at first blush. At first it can seem complex, but there's a lot of interesting things you can try. At the launch event, a woman wearing her Pixel Buds spoke in Swedish to a man who heard the conversation in English, and vice versa. Google says you can converse in 40 languages. The idea of people with different tongues conversing freely, almost instantly, without knowing each other's language, took my imagination. Of course we see this at international venues such as United Nations, but there are human beings behind the real-time translations. Google's translations are machine-driven, and are done anytime and anywhere. The caveat is we will need to try it ourselves to see if it really works. But the video at Google's launch overnight looked inviting. This capability revolves around the new Pixel Buds, which bring Google's Assistant to your ears. The buds are connected by Bluetooth to your phone. You invoke the Assistant by touching and holding the right side bud. You can then ask for directions, select tracks, and ask the buds to call a nominated friend while keeping your phone in your pocket. Interacting with Google Assistant revealed lots of other improvements. Google is adding more routines like getting ready for work, coming home from work, and going to bed that you can configure to your needs. In the morning, you might want it to turn on lights, start the coffee maker, play a favorite morning track or playlist, read some news, and read out your calendar. All you have to do is say good morning to the Assistant, whether it be on your phone, or Google Home unit in the house. All these activities will whir into action. When you say good night, you might get Google Home to turn your security cameras on, adjust the thermostat, and turn off the lights. You decide, Google Home Mini, Google Home Max, your phone, Chromecast linked devices and now the Pixel Buds all work together as one system. At $79 Google reckons you can afford to have several Google Home Mini units scattered around your home, that link up to a main assistant and your Chromecast linked devices. You can ask Google Home to play a video on your Chromecast-enabled TV, or, using a new broadcast mode, ask your phone assistant to broadcast that it's time to leave for school. Google Assistant will broadcast the message to all devices in the house. Parents are going to love this feature, but kids are going to hate this feature, said Rishi Chandra, Vice President and General Manager of Home Products at Google. He said Google had added more than 100 million new questions that its home device could now answer. Google says its voice matching technology, which enables Home to know which family member it is talking to, is rolling out from today. So if you ask about your next calendar entry, Home will read yours, rather than your partner's, or another family member's calendar. In the US, but not in Australia yet, Google is rolling out an extended form of mobile phone calling through Google Home. For example, you might say ring the bakery on Smith Street, and using its maps and infrastructure database, it will initiate a call. Parent can set up special accounts for children under 13 that will let them ask Google to play a game or tell a story. Home will learn the way that your children talk to converse more accurately. These features will roll out later this month to Google Home devices. Google Assistant also is being integrated with Nest products, some of which are available in Australia. If someone is at the front door, and you have a Nest doorbell installed with a video camera, you can get Google Assistant to stream a clip of them at the front door onto your TV. You'll need to have a Chromecast dongle installed on your TV. If Google's image technology recognizes them, Google Assistant can announce by name who is at the front door, just like a butler. Google says Google Assistant can now control more than 1,000 products by 100 brands. Image recognition technology also is improving. Google says it will offer Pixel users a preview of Google Lens, which seeks to identify objects in the camera lens. With Lens, you'll be able to point your camera at a shop and it will tell you the details, even its phone number, or point it at a menu written in a foreign language, and it will translate the dish choices. You'll be able to point Google Lens at a picture in a gallery and it will tell you who the artist is and offer details about their other paintings. If you point the phone camera at a movie banner, you can find out whether it's worth watching. Google says this isn't easy technology, as in referencing information. It could be comparing a photo of what you see with past photos taken from different angles, in different weather conditions, and at different times of day or night. It says it is honing technology it calls AutoML, machine learning, which is vastly improving image recognition. After just a few months, the accuracy level had climbed from 81.5% to 82.3%.